Hey, I'm Black Dragon, National President of the Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club Nation, and thank you for joining me. Listen, I really want to say thank you for all the support for our new radio talk show, which comes on Thursday nights from 9:30 p.m. till 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, United States, GMT. Um, and the show features myself and Big Cell from Fast Harleys Only, Atlanta, Georgia, FHO HNIC. And Teach MC is a radio program designed to do a lot of the stuff that I've been doing on these videos that I've been doing, to teach MC protocol, the lifestyle, talk about some of the behaviors and some of the things you can expect to see, and kind of some of the ways that the old ways that things have been done from the perspective of a traditional 99% MC. And that's what the Black Sabbath is, 99%ers. And I just really want to say thank you for tuning in and watching us. And Big Cell is at on YouTube. It's FHO for Fast Harleys Only, FHO ATL Georgia, FHO Atlanta, Georgia. And I am Black Dragon National President on YouTube. And you can find us on Facebook. And this radio program that we're doing, we had our first one last Thursday. It's at 106liveradio.com, 106liveradio.com. And you can just go to your Google Store or your iTunes Apple Store, and you can download the 106 Live Radio program. Also, or the 106 Live Radio application. Also, you can just tune it in if you have tuned in or something like that. You are looking for 106 Live Radio. And 106 Live Radio is a great radio station to listen to if you just want to have really great international flavor kind of music, and if you want to have a little bit of fun that way. It's a great radio program to listen to just because. So, oh my goodness, did I lose my computer screen here? So, also, I want to thank you for supporting my books. I'm a #1 best-selling author for my genre in Kindle and Amazon, so that's really exciting. And my book Prospects Bible is my first book. It's really selling incredibly. And Prospects Bible is designed to help you guys when you have questions about prospecting and that sort of thing. And then also we have the Motorcycle Club PRO's Bible. And we also have the Prospects Bible for Women's Motorcycle Clubs. And sometime later this month, you'll also see Sergeant at Arms Bible. So I'm pretty excited to have those books out. And let me get back into my computer here because I need it. I didn't know the screensaver was gonna come on. And I don't remember the combination. Maybe that's it. Very good. So these are some of the things that we're doing, and you'll see us this Thursday night. We're going to have guests from all over the United States of America, and in fact all over the world. We're a worldwide broadcast, Big Cell and I. So with this internet radio that we have listeners all over the entire world. Just 9:30 to 11 o'clock on Thursday nights, GMT, which is Eastern Time. In the GMT time zone. Also, you can go to 106 Live Radio and just play the backed up programs. Every time we do a program, it's up there on 106liveradio.com. So we're very excited to have you, and thank you for tuning in. All the letters I get, I just get thousands of letters. I try to get to them all, try to answer them all, and all the letters and questions that I get are really exciting. So I'm going to read one to you and talk to you about this, trying to work through my cold. If you hear me, it's because I'm trying not to cough, and it's, I don't know if it's working or not. So, this guy says, "Good morning, Black Dragon. Thank you for Thursday. Let me speak on some issues I had. I have a question, and hopefully it'll be a video." Well, it's going to be a video because I'm making a video now. So, the question is, everyone has their personal abilities, and the clubs I spoke with, they said they ask and evaluate their prospective members to ask them what can that person add that they don't already have, or what kind of value can that prospective member add. So my question is, how do you use your abilities to benefit the club? So how do you use your abilities to benefit the club? Well, I want to talk about a couple of things. Please forgive me. I'm just trying to get this throat thing tickling. So I want to talk to you about a couple of things. One is, a lot of these clubs have some interesting ideas about what they are looking for in a prospect. And some of these things that I hear would be a club that I would just pass up. But then I've got 28 years of experience in doing this. So a lot of these clubs are brand new at this, and they don't know what the heck they're asking for, and they don't know what the heck they want, and they don't know what the heck that they're looking for. And so they say stuff like, what can you add as a prospect? Listen, this is a brotherhood. This is a family. This is something that we are working on together. The prospect must never forget that the prospecting period is the time for the club to earn its way into your heart, and it's the time for you to earn your way into the club's heart. It's a two-way street. It goes both ways. If it can't go both ways, then it's not worth it. So a motorcycle club's not like a baseball team. Like, oh my goodness, we need a base runner. We need a first baseman. So do we have a first baseman? No, we don't need one. So we're going to prospect and get one. We're going to recruit for one. I mean, that's kind of retarded. So if you have a motorcycle club that's saying, well, we want to know what you can add differently that we don't already have, man, forget those folks. The prospecting period is one where you work to earn your membership into the MC. There are things that you do. You have a motorcycle. You bring your motorcycle. You ride it. You get to know the people in the club. You get to know the history of the club. And you get in where you fit in. You get in where you can do the most help for the club and be the best person you can be in the club and enjoy the brotherhood. You work so that you can be part of something that's really great, wrapped around this insatiable passion that everyone has to ride motorcycles. And if you don't, if they're on some other old stuff like, well, we don't know, what do you bring to us? What do you bring to our nation? What do you have that we don't already have? Listen, the MC is around to work for you as well. The MC is to give you a brotherhood. The question is, MC, what do you bring to me that all the other MCs aren't offering? You see how nasty that sounds? This is, I have a video and you guys need to go look at it. It's called The MC is Not Bartertown. It's not a quid pro quo place where you do for me and I'll do for you. You bring your best to the MC because it's the right thing to do. You bring your best to the MC because these are going to be your brothers. And if they're going to be your brothers, then you're going to bring your brothers your all. And whatever special skills that you have, those special skills will illuminate themselves when the time is right. So we're not, oh, we need a road captain. Do you have road captain skills? That's not what the prospect ship is about. The hang-around period is the period you come in and you hang around the club and you're like, man, I kind of like the way these guys get down. I might want to be one of these guys. I wonder if they're going to extend me an invitation. Or maybe I need to ask, okay, can I hang out with you guys? You know, when they see you through the hang-around period, they get to kind of see what your personality is like. If you're the kind of guy they want to be around. Do you drink too much? Are you always high? Are you starting fights all over the place? Do you have respect for what we're doing? Respect for how things are going? These are the types of things that they get to see during the hang-around period. But the prospecting period is much more formal. Now you're voted in as a prospect. You become a part of the MC. You are a member in probation. You're a member in training. You're learning. You're giving. You're helping out. You're helping brothers. You're going to brothers' houses and helping them work on their trucks or their cars or their bikes. You're helping around the clubhouse. You're cleaning up stuff. You're painting. You're making sure the environment is better. You're providing protection to the president and escorting the president. You're learning how to ride in the pack. You're learning how to ride in formation. You're learning about motorcycles. You're learning about how to ride, how to be safe in the pack, how to represent the MC. This is crazy. Oh, well, what do you add that we don't? You might not add anything. You might just be just as good as the next four guys with nothing special about you. other than you're our brother, other than you have deserved your place, you've worked hard for it, you're running the race, you're doing all the great things you can do for the MC. And maybe you don't have anything special than that. Maybe all you do is ride, but damn it, you ride every time we call. When we need you to be counted on, you're there. When such and such bike is broke down in Arkansas, you'll get in your truck and drive from Atlanta to Arkansas, a 9-hour drive just to go get somebody because, hey, it's just expensive as hell to have your motorcycle towed from Arkansas to Atlanta. So your brother goes and gets you. Put your bike on the back of his truck, make sure you get to the hospital, you're okay, and brings you back home. What's special about that? What is an addition of that to what they don't already have? They might have 50 guys that'll do that, but most motorcycle clubs only have just a couple that can be counted on at any time. So when you ask me, clubs I've talked to said that they evaluate their prospective members by what that person can add and that they don't already have. Well, I wouldn't care if I had 10 brothers that were exactly the same and that I already had 10 like them. I'd add an 11th or a 15th or a 30th. Is that a fraction or is that a whatever? I would add. I would continue to add, and they would all be the same kind of people I could depend on. Now, it would be cool to have one who's a painter and one who's a mechanic and one who is good at transporting. He's got an 18-wheeler. He can take our bike someplace when we don't want to ride, or one who had a camper or an RV so we didn't have to sleep out in the cold. When we got to a camp spot, we could all crowd on the RV. That's great. But am I going to recruit for that? Hey, man, we need a guy with an RV. It's silly. So when they start talking this crap to you, they're not operating, in my opinion, as a traditional MC. An MC that's about brotherhood. An MC that's about union, togetherness, learning someone. We're not out here to use you for your special skills. Hey, if you got a skill and you can get all of us that don't have houses, gravy. Bravos. Bravo, Zulu. But you can just be a regular old guy who rides a motorcycle and be dependable and trustworthy and faithful. Be there in a pinch. Got my back in a fight. There when I'm crying because a loved one died. Help me move if you can. You know, if your back's not thrown out and you're not too old, you will work too. You will be just great. So the other part of the question is, my question is, how do you use your abilities to benefit the club? So now that we understand that the club shouldn't be looking for you to come in and bring some sort of special ability, you get in where you fit in. You help where you find that you have something to add that might not be being added at that moment. Like, maybe the brother's bike is broke down and you just passed the bike fixing school. So you understand that it's the coil, not the ignition or whatever. And you go in and you fix that. Outstanding. Add that. But maybe all you have to add is the clubhouse floor is dirty. And if brother's been partying hard on it, there's 3 or 4 brothers over there asleep on it. Somebody threw up on it, and it needs to be cleaned. That's how you use your abilities to add to the MC. That's how you use your abilities to benefit the club. Maybe you see that a brother's bike is the back tire needs to be replaced. Or maybe you point out, hey man, we can see the tread on your. See this? I'm talking about the threads, the steel belted radios hanging out of your tire. Can we load this up on my truck? Maybe you got a truck, and can we load your bike up on my truck and take it over here and get the wheel replaced? This is how you add to the MC. Maybe you are looking and you see that the beer needs to be restocked in the bar. And you say, hey, does somebody need me to go down the road and get some new beer? I see that the beer needs to be restocked. You know what, Prospect? That's a great idea. Why don't you go get 10 cases of beer and put them on the back of your bike? This is how you add to the MC. This is how you use your abilities. A long time ago, my MC ran into a problem, and because I was a very skilled writer as a prospect, I wrote a few articles that targeted the harassment of the local police department, and it caused the local police department to come and set up a meeting with us because the press was so negative and so bad. They had to get that bad press off of them. So they set up a meeting with us, and everything was good. Everything was copacetic. We all got along. So as a prospect, I was able to use my writing skills to help better the club and break the police department up off of them. And then later on, I used my writing skills to help freshen up the bylaws that were, grammatically incorrect and things like that in areas. So I used that skill to help the MC. But I also used my skills to sweep up. I used my skills to mop. I used my skills to work behind the bar. I used my skills to guard the president. I used my skills to, sometimes I remember they would park the motorcycles and say, okay, you stay here and watch them prospect. And there you were. You didn't get to enjoy the event at all. You were prospecting, you were watching the bikes, and then the next thing you know, you were sleeping out on the bikes while everybody was up in the air-conditioned, cold, cool rooms with the cute chicks. You didn't get no cute chicks because it was your job to watch the bikes. And that's what you did. So, be aware that the abilities that you use to benefit the MC while you're prospecting are the abilities of your heart, your soul, your passion to ride, your passion to get to know the brothers, your passion to deserve your place among the full patch brothers of the MC. Your job, the way you use your abilities, is you open your eyes and you look around and you find out wherever you can fit in to be helpful, not pesky, but helpful. You got one mouth, two ears, keep that mouth closed and listen, watch, learn, look at the trends, see what's going on, and see where you can fit in. And use your abilities that you have as best you can. And if you don't have the ability to do something, don't act like you do. Don't take on more than you can chew. Take your proportionate load, and you will be respected for that. Be proactive. Don't sit around and have to be told what to do. Don't have to be told the same thing over and over again. Learn, be conceptual, find out how the MC gets down, and take your part in that. Own the MC. Make it your MC. Learn the traditions and the histories of the MC. It's crazy. Some people will actually ride around with a patch on their back or prospect to get a patch and not even know what the heck things on that patch stand for. Does your patch have a name? Do you know what the name of your patch is? Do you know the history of the name and why the patch got that name? This is your responsibility to find these things out. It's your responsibility to know what the MC stands for. Does your MC have a motto? What does the motto stand for? Who were the founding fathers of your MC? If somebody pulls you over and questions you about your MC, are you going to have the proper responses? These are the things that you do. You use your abilities to learn that MC and learn your brothers so that you can deserve your place at the table with the full patch brothers when it comes time for you to be voted in. Well, I guess that's about it on that subject. Can't think of any more. Make sure to watch us on Thursday night, 9:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. Well, at least I made it through most of the talk without coughing. Oh, my goodness. We're a little better. So make sure to tune in with us on Thursday night, 9:30 to 11 p.m. Teach MC Radio on 106liveradio.com. And you can just tune in from anywhere you are in the world and listen to us. Download the app on your phone, and you'll have a great time. You can get my books from Amazon. You can get my books from Kindle, or you can look my books up on the internet, prospectsbible.com, prospectsbibleforwomen.com, and mcprosbible.com. I'm John Bunch, the Black Dragon, and I had a great time speaking with you. Thanks for tuning in. Ride that motorcycle with passion, soul, and heart. Represent your brothers. Treat them like solid gold. Take the things that God has given you and the people that God has put into your life and recognize them now while they're still alive. Recognize them now while you still have them. Be good to them right now while you can still be good to them. Don't hurt them. Love them with all you have because they are treasures. And there's nothing worse than losing a treasured human being that you can't get back. Either because they passed away while you were still being ugly, or they left your ugly acting butt and they no longer want to have anything to do with you. God don't like ugly. So just be good. As good as you can anyway. All right. I'm out. Love you. Take care.